When it comes to editing your film and video material, it may often be the case that you will rely on straightforward cuts to join your shots together. However, there may be instances, and they might often be related to creative intent, where other forms of editing, or rather transitioning from shot to shot, will be useful. In this tutorial, we'll examine the many methods of transitioning from shot to shot available and why they might be employed. The first is the straightforward cut, which you'll no doubt be familiar with. This is undoubtedly the most common and practical form of transitioning from shot to shot in continuity filmmaking today. It's based on the principle of cutting in real time, with an adherence to graphical and spatial coherence. The wipe is something of a rarity today. However, it has been utilised here and there in George Lucas's Star Wars films. It's quite a stylistic transition and would often be utilised in order to suggest a jump forward in time, space and location. This is often used to suggest quite a lengthy passage of time between shots. It's also often utilised at moments of great drama or high tension, usually as a visual motif to suggest that something significant has happened. By fading to black, the audience has a visual pause and has time to reflect on the dramatic event that may have just happened. The dissolve works by using a fade to transition between two shots. It can be used to suggest a briefer passage of time than the fade to black suggests, or it can be used to suggest that two events are happening at the same time. On a more artistic level, it can be used to suggest the interconnectedness of events. Take this 3-shot dissolve from the ending of Psycho. It fades from Norman to the briefest hints of the skull of his mother, to a dissolve of the bodies being dragged from the swamp. The links between Norman, his mother, and the murders is swiftly and neatly covered in this excellent series of dissolves. Leading on from the dissolve is the graphic match. This type of edit is based on the principle that the features of two shots are graphically composed in the same manner, so that when they're cut together they appear to match. Probably the most well-known examples are the graphic match at the end of the Psycho shower scene, where the dissolve reinforces the life draining away from the victim, and 2001: A Space Odyssey, where a quick cut is used to show how man has progressed from simple tools to spacecraft design. The match on action is when the movements or placement of objects and people match over the edit. In this case, the actions of the character opening the door match from shot to shot. The aim here is to match the action over the shot so that the audience's eyes are focused on the movements and not on the spatial and graphical shift that occurs over the two shots. In the digital age, there are of course multiple opportunities open to editors for them to get from shot to shot. However, it's always worth remembering that the art of the editor really is for their edits not to draw too much attention to themselves. So, choose your methods carefully and make sure they're appropriate for your material and the product or project that you're working on.